What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben gaming video. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Today we're going to be talking about the transition between leaving PlayStation 4 and going across to PlayStation 5, because it kind of finally seems like we're actually kind of moving on from that PS4 system now. Same with the Xbox as well. We're going from the Xbox One obviously to the Series S and X, and it just finally seems like we're leaving those platforms behind a little bit more. A lot of the next-gen games that we're starting to see are really pushing specifications, even on the PC side. For example, Forspoken recently, we've heard the PC announcements, and to get like even 1440p at 30 FPS, they spec like 24 gigs of RAM. Now, obviously, this is like overkill and stuff, but obviously, even if it's not overkill, and let's say it's 16 gigabytes of RAM, that's something that's just going to be ridiculous for the last gen systems. And the same with the CPU and the GPU stuff. Those systems are not going to be able to run these games for a lot longer. So I just want to have a little talk about it. And personally, in my opinion, it's great to see. I feel bad for people who haven't been able to get a hold of a next-gen system, but for the people that have, it's been a little bit frustrating that we're still having so many games come out on that previous generation platform. So I've got an article up in front of me. I'm going to read a little bit for you. I've actually got a new system of doing things, so bear with me while I do that. I can actually switch now to this. So we're going to scroll down, and we're going to have a little read through few things here. So as pointed out by Kotaku, the trailer features 23 upcoming titles. This is talking about the PlayStation trailer we got the other day for 2023. It's kind of like a showcase. But only 8 of those are due to be released on both the PlayStation 4 and 5. Many of the year's biggest titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Dead Space, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Survivor, or Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores. Now, the main interesting one there, I mean, they're all great titles, they're all really interesting, and I'm excited for all of them, but the main interesting one there that stands out the most to me is the fact that Horizon Forbidden West, the game that is already on PlayStation 4 and also PlayStation 4 Pro as well, that game is already there. But the DLC, Burning Shores, is actually not going to be on the PlayStation 4. You're not going to be able to go out and buy that DLC. Now, that's something that's very interesting because, first of all, you'd think, well, Sony would want to push as many sales of the DLC as possible, especially to PS4 players as well, because that install base is a huge amount bigger than it is for PlayStation 5. But obviously, they're not doing that. They've obviously added something new in this Horizon DLC. You can already kind of tell a little bit from the trailer how incredible it looks. Like, I think it's going to be a really big push to even further things. And obviously, that's pushing it having exclusivity to PlayStation 5. But also things like Marvel's Spider-Man, a game that... Sorry, I've got a bad cold today, guys. I do apologize. My nose is really blocked. I just had a shower as well, and it's like, it makes it worse. So, Marvel Spider-Man 2, probably going to be set in a very similar way, and obviously it's still going to be New York, I would have thought, or Manhattan. I don't see that changing dramatically in the world and, stuff like that. So that's another game they're not going to be releasing. So that's obviously going to be pushing things a little bit further. Dead Space that we've got coming up very, very shortly is something that's going to be exclusive to next gen. But and Star Wars, again, the next UE5 or one of the first Unreal Engine 5 titles we're actually getting on next gen is also not compatible on the PlayStation 4 either. So that's something that I found very, very interesting. I think it's great. I think it's good that we're finally getting out of that PlayStation 4 and era. We can actually see stuff being pushed a little bit further. But I want to show you quickly the PC specs for Forspoken that we've seen so far. So let me just switch over to this here. So as you can see, even for the minimum requirements, look, it's AMD Ryzen 5, and also on Intel Core i7 3770 at 3.7 gigahertz or better with a GTX 1060. Always seeing that 1060, but as you can see, the minimum this is for 720p 30 FPS. We are seeing 16 gigabytes. Now, I personally think that this game is just very badly optimized. I don't think this game is well optimized. If this genuinely is the specs for recommended here for a 1440p 30 FPS game, then I don't know what the hell they're doing, to be honest, because that is very badly optimized. But even if you look at games like, what's it called? Let me just turn around now. Returnal, sorry, it's sitting, my copy's over there behind me. Returnal is also specifying a much higher amount of RAM, 32 gigs in some cases. So that is interesting. I think we're going to start seeing more demanding titles finally, and I hope we do, because it's something that's just been needed for a little while. So I'm excited for that. That's it for this video. I'm not going to drag it out for any other reason, but I just wanted to make that because it seems like we are finally leaving the previous gen systems behind, and I think it's about time. We're over 2 years in now, and that's usually when the transition stops. So yeah, I think we're done with them. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.